Today we will continue with the error checking method techniques. Number one was parity checking that was previously discussed in my video, and second one is automatic repeat request that is also known as ARQ. This is another way to check whether the data has been transmitted correctly or not. Here are the two factors which that is acknowledgement and timeout. Acknowledgement, that means a message is sent by the receiver which indicates that the data has been received correctly, and the second one is timeout, which means time allowed to elapse before an acknowledgement is received. That is, if acknowledgement is not sent back to the sender, then before the timeout occurs, then the sender will send the data again. That will be occurred automatically. Now the second one is third one is checksum. Here the data will be sent in the blocks with the additional value that is known as the checksum value. That will be calculated on the both ends, that is the sender and the receiver. If the checksum value is the same, then the data is transmitted correctly. If not, then data is not transmitted correctly. There are the two conditions. If the checksum value is less than or equal to 255, then checksum is that value that we have sent. If not, then it will be the calculated, which we will calculate following using the steps, which is also provided in your book, and that are: number one is divide the sum x of the bytes by 256. So by taking an example, which is also mentioned in your book, that is x is equal to 1185. Example. So what is the first step? Divide the sum of x of the bytes by 256. So 1185 divided by 256, which will become or equal to 4.629. This was the first step. Now the second step is round the answer down to the nearest value and nearest whole number, which we will use as the value of y. That is down to the nearest whole number. So down to the 4.6 would be the 4. Second step will be y is equal to 4. If it was mentioned that up to the nearest whole number, that then we will use 5. So the second step is y is equal to 4. Third one is the formula, that is z is equal to y multiplied by 256. What is the value of y? The value of y is 4 multiplied by 256. When we will multiply 4 into 256, the answer will be 1024. This is the value of z. Now the fourth step will be that is calculate the difference x minus c. So the value of x is x minus c, the difference. So the value of x is, which is mentioned on the top, that is 1185 minus 1024. So their difference will be 161. $161. So this is our checksum value. This is the value which we will send with our data bytes to the receiver end. Then the receiver will calculate the checksum value. If the both values are the same, then the data is transmitted correctly. If not, then the data was tampered in between the way. Now the last method which we use is echo check. It is one of another way to send the data. Data is sent from the sender to the receiver end. Data is sent from sender to the receiver end. The receiver receives the data and send it again to the sender. Sends data again. This is to compare both of the data that the sender has sent to the receiver and that one which receiver will send it to the sender. It is not a reliable method because we don't know whether an error occurred while the data is was sent by the receiver, or the data that receiver sent it to the sender. So we don't know where the error occurs.